C++ is an object-oriented language developed by Jarny Strootstrup at Bell Laboratories in Murray, New Jersey, USA in 1980s. Strootstrup was a great supporter of C language, and he also liked Simula 67, which is also an object-oriented language. He planned to combine both languages to create a new language which could support the features of both, that is, procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming. Keeping this intention in mind, he created C++ language, which was the extension of C language with the addition of class construct feature of Simula 67. In the beginning, it was called as C with classes, but later, because of increment features, it was called C++ compiler. There are very few differences in the grammar of C and C++. C++ has become very popular language worldwide because it supports Object-Oriented Programming, OOP. Object-Oriented Programming allows programs to be constructed for clarity and ease of maintenance without loss of efficiency. Object-Oriented Programming. Object-Oriented Programming is the latest concept of organizing data and functions in a program. It offers a large number of advantages over conventional procedural programming. All the programs you developed earlier were procedure-oriented programs. In procedure-oriented programs, the task is divided into small modules called functions or procedures. In object-oriented programming, the data and its related functions are enclosed in a single entry called class. A class is a group of objects sharing a common characteristic and behavior, and object is the instance variable of class. A class helps in data hiding and abstraction by separating the implementation details from the user interface. It includes data as well as the functions which operate the data. Therefore, the data is not directly accessible to the users. Structure of C++ program. Data type in C++. There are various data types in C++ used to define different types of data. Some of them are: data type uses style in bytes. Int, used for integers. 2. Float, used for number with decimal point. 4. Char, used for character or small integer. 1. Arrays. An array is a list of data elements of same data types. Every element of an array is identified by an index number. An array is generally used when similar data type values are to be kept under one head. Example: char name, brackets 5. It creates an array that holds 5 character values. Declarations. A declaration is a variable or group of variables with a specific data type. All variables must be declared before executing statements. Example: C++ program contains the given types of declarations: int a, b, c, float root1, char sum. Here, a, b, c are declared as an integer variable. Root1 is floating point variable. Sum is a character type variable. Int abc may also be written as int a, int b, int c. Expressions. An expression represents a number or a character. It may consist of constant, variable, and an array of elements. It may also contain expressions that are interconnected by one or more operators. Example: simple expressions A plus B, A double equal to B, C is equal to A plus B. Statement: it causes the computer to carry out some action. There are three types of statements in C++. Expression statement, compound statement, control statement. Function. In C++, a function is called a group of statements that together perform a given task. Every function contains heading that consists of the function name. They are the building blocks of C++. The first program consists of main function. It will come right after the header file. Main function. When you run a C++ program, the first executed statement will be at the beginning of a function known as main. It consists of any functions, classes, and other program elements. Preprocessor directives. The first line of the program include within brackets iostream.h. It looks like a program statement, but in fact, it is not. It starts with a hash sign. It is known as a preprocessor directive. The preprocessor directive hash is included, tells the compiler to insert another file into your source file, that is, an input or output file. Count. It receives input through the keyboard. Count is an identifier. It is predefined in Turbo C++. The operator is known as the insertion or put-to operator. Count causes the statement which has to be displayed. Count, double less than sign, double quotes, enter the name. This statement will display enter the name as output. Sin. It represents data coming from the keyboard. An example of C++ codes is given here. Include within brackets iostream.h. Assigns variable name that can take character with size up to 20. Assigns variables num1, num2, num3, average as integer. Displays enter your name as output. Takes value in the variable name. Displays enter marks in 3 subjects as output. Takes values in variable num1, num2 and num3. Assign average of num1, num2 and num3 in variable avg. Displays name. Displays average mark. Explanation. iostream.h contains the declaration that is needed by count and sin identifiers and operators. Working in C++. To work in C++, you need a C++ editor to type, run, save, and compile a C++ program. The Turbo C++ editor is an integrated development program developed by Borland International Corporation. To start working, double-click on Turbo C++ icon on the desktop. To start a new program, follow these steps. Step 1. Click File. Step 2. Click New option. The editor window opens and now you may type your program. Turbo C++ window. Title bar. It is the area where title of the program is displayed. Menu bar. It shows the different functions that can be performed. Edit window. It is the area where you type the program. Line hash : column hash. It shows the row number and the column number as per the position of the cursor. Window hash. It shows the number of current window open on the editor. Status bar. It shows the shortcuts that can be used. After writing the program, you need to compile it. Compilation is done in order to check for any error. To compile a program. To compile a program, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Compile menu. Step 2. Choose Compile option. In case of any error, they are displayed in the compiling window. Press any key to go back to the editor window and fix the error. Or, to compile a program, press Alt plus F9. Saving a program. To save a program in the editor window, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the File menu. Step 2. Choose Save As option. Step 3. The Save As dialog box appears. Type the program name. Step 4. Click OK. The program gets saved with the file extension as .cpp. Running or executing a program. To execute a program, follow these steps. Step 1. Click the Run menu. Step 2. Choose Run option. Or, to execute a program, press Alt plus F5.